All right, guys. So I took a poll in chat today, and I think most of you seem to agree with me that there are very, very few setups right now. This can't last forever. There's been some reasons for it, like quad witching on Friday. The bank thing has, I think, people freaked out and nothing's following through, honestly. And not much is setting up. I've taken so few trades the last 2 weeks, it's getting stupid. And the thing is, make sure you monitor yourself because when that happens, when there's very few setups, by nature, humans tend to get bored and then take stupid trades, right? Setups that aren't there. We call them boredom trades. So just really monitor yourself that you're not doing that. I'll give you some more bad news. FOMC announcement decision is Wednesday at 2. And so I expect there to be, like today kind of sucked. Tomorrow will probably suck. I think there will be some kind of big move after the announcement. I don't think I'm not about to try to predict what it is, and usually it's one way, then the other way, and then maybe the original way again. I don't like trading after the announcement, but this announcement is kind of a big deal because some people are saying they won't raise it all or pause all that because of the bank crisis. So if they still raise 25 or 50 basis points, you could get some kind of crazy reactions. Again, I don't even know which way, but just be advised that there's probably going to be some pretty big whippiness Wednesday afternoon. And so today, Monday, and tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning, probably going to be a lot of sideways chop. It's just the nature of it. So even though there haven't been a lot of setups, I don't really have a, hey, tomorrow will be better mentality. But, maybe we'll find one or two that are actually setting up. So from that, let me just go in right to what I'm going to have on the watch list for tomorrow. So you can see the SPY there, by the way, held up pretty well today. And actually, the Dow was up almost 400 points. It sure didn't feel like it from a trading standpoint. I did next to nothing today. AMBI. I don't know the reason, but it had this huge pop back here, secondary pop back here, and then today, another strong pop, biggest volume ever today, and held up really pretty well. I think Nicholas and Kevin P. both mentioned that over this little sideways 1450 high here that it might take out that 15. I only pointed out because 2 or 3 people posted that and it immediately went through 1450 and went to 1550 and even a little bit higher, right? 1576. But if you watched it happen, and I did, maybe 2 or 3 people in the chat room caught it if you're lucky, right? It happened really, really quick and there wasn't a lot of liquidity there. I never got it. So anyway, but the daily chart's super interesting because it's a thin stock and can really move at times. So one of my top watches for tomorrow, INM. I wish this would have closed stronger. The high of the day was 168 and it closed at 145, but did have big volume today. So I am going to put it on a chart for tomorrow. You guys know what I'm looking for. UNCY I liked earlier today when it was up near the highs. I thought, hey, this chart's getting interesting again. But there's 5-minute candles and it rolled over near the end of the day. Anyway, I'll keep it on the chart. CIFR, Bitcoin related. So if Bitcoin rallies again, we had the nice pop here on Friday and we just had a kind of a quiet inside red day. So I'm still going to keep that on long watch, especially if Bitcoin makes some kind of move. PCT, I believe had earnings 3 sessions ago. Had a big rip, and now you've got 2 days lower on declining volume. So I'm going to keep that on bounce watch. HUBC goes on bounce watch, and it's as simple as a recent high flyer, right, with a couple red days now. So it goes on watch. THMO, one of the squinkiest traders I've ever seen, but it did have news back here, and then it had a nice follow through, then a nasty reversal, now another red day, getting down near the 8-day, though. I am going to put it on bounce watch, but be careful with that one. IBIO was on watch today. I would love to tell you I nailed this thing. I never traded it. If you look at the intraday action, it's just a slow climb all day long. That's kind of not what we look for as far as some of the the setups we teach. And as a day trader who doesn't hold overnight, it's very, very tough to find your way in something. Again, I'll go back to fives. When it's just climbing all day, there's no point at which you don't feel like I'm chasing it, right? It wasn't powerful enough for me to bid on a 5 buy zone pullback. Anyway, don't have much of an opinion on it. What else am I looking at? That's IBIO. VKTX is holding up pretty well. Kind of interesting over 12. That one's going to be on watch. HSTO. Nice inside day, looking for a third day play there. And then lastly, DWAC had a nice volume spike but closed well off its highs. We'll see if that gives a setup tomorrow. And we'll also, as always, try to build a list together in pre-market of morning gappers. And, let's just stay awake. Monitor yourself, though. That's the most important thing I can tell you going into tomorrow. Monitor yourself. Make sure that you're not stalking some kind of boredom trade that's not an A-plus setup. All right, I'm done babbling. See you in chat tomorrow.